Hey guys, bit of a long one from me because I'm pretty mad and angry and disappointed and frustrated and a whole bunch of other things right now. Just driving now a little while ago. The radio was randomly on. I hadn't put it on, but it was there and I hadn't turned it off. And I could suddenly hear the DJs laughing and in this like jeering, mocking way saying how Sri Lanka, no wonder nothing in Sri Lanka works. And I thought, oh, I better listen to this. And so my ears pricked up and they were talking about some random road incident where a couple of guys had been talking, they had gotten together and they were talking about something. And I don't even know why this very minor sounding incident was being discussed on a morning show on the radio. And then they go on to say ridiculous, idiotic things like, well, this is no wonder nothing in Sri Lanka works. No wonder there's traffic in this country. Do we know any countries that don't have traffic? I mean, obviously the countries that don't have cars, but do we know any countries that don't have traffic? Because I hear this nonsense since I moved to Sri Lanka. I've been in Sri Lanka now close to 5 years, and it's one of the hardest things about living here is the nonsense people say to support how little this country works. This country works fine, or this country doesn't work fine, but it works as well as any other country does. So in which case it works fine. Wherever there are humans, wherever there are people, and the more people that there are, the less things will work. So we have urban lifestyles, we have urban stuff going on, we have some broken systems. I know that. I'm not being, I'm not whitewashing it and saying it's all great. But the country doesn't work because there's traffic. There's traffic. There's traffic in every country in the world. We can't stop that because there are cars. The fact that there are a couple of guys on the street talking isn't a sign that the country is not working. There's nothing in Sri Lanka that's completely broken. There are lots of things that need fixing, but there's nothing here that is so fundamentally broken that we are some kind of shit country where we deserve to be constantly ridiculed by the people living here. If you live in a country, if you get vaccinated in this country where we've got vaccinated much faster than other countries, if you've enjoyed if you've had your education here, if you've had the healthcare here, if you have lived here, if you have eaten the food here, driven down the road here, do not get on the radio and say what a shit country this is and how everything is broken. Don't. Because it's stupid. For anybody who doesn't think beyond what they're hearing on the radio, it's going to be more proof that it is a shit country. And with no evidence, I hear this stuff over and over and over again, and it's nonsense. And when you actually sit down and think about it, you see what nonsense it is. But it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad to hear this nonsense. And for a radio station as big as Sun FM to have their DJs saying this nonsense and perpetuating this kind of self-hate we have. How can we have self-hate for ourselves and for our own country? These people talk as if they're somehow separate from this. It's ridiculous. I'm really fuming mad. I don't think I have any more words. It has to stop. It just has to stop. And it has to stop because our kids are listening to this. Our kids are making life decisions based on this nonsense. And it's not a joke. It's not funny. It doesn't make you cool. It's ruining lives. It's ruining mentalities. It's ruining the chance of doing better. So it has to stop.